guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today I'm jumping into a brand new Let's Play, and this one, well, this one is sort of mine, as I put together this mod pack. So, I hope you guys are ready. Now, this Let's Play is probably going to be one of the most casual Let's Plays that I have ever done. I put together a selection of mods in the 1.20 update, so there's a lot of new, just vanilla things to sort of cover. But outside of that, we have tons of mods, such as Apotheosis, Create, Ars Nouveau, all kinds of extensions to those mods, and my goodness, am I excited to play around with them. Now, there's also an equivalent exchange. So if you're familiar with the past mod pack that I had put together called Project Architect, well, then you're in for a little bit of fun, because there is a Philosopher's Stone type item that we'll be getting into later that will kind of bring some of that back, as there is no, at the current moment, Project E for this particular version. So there's a little bit of a substitute that's in here that's going to be a little bit fun to play around with, but I don't think we're going to need any of that, because there's a lot of ways to generate items in this world. Now, first things first, getting started, we need to punch wood. And my goodness, is there a lot of wood around to do that too. Now, punching wood's going to be super easy, because we don't have to just punch one at a time. If I hold down my grave key, bam, I can then vein mine all of these in one go. Oh, how nice is Vein Miner. Of course, we will have plenty of tools to help us along the way later on, but getting started early on, this definitely removes some of that early game vanilla grind. Now, by the way, I do want to mention, if the shaders are something that you kind of like and you want these exact settings, be sure to check out the Discord, link down in the description below, and check the pinned comment in the general chat, as I will have the exact settings and the exact version of the shaders that we're using here. You can, of course, find that link to my Discord down in the description below, or you can go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect and find it there. But man, there is a lot of stuff to kind of do here. Look at all these little bone pieces. There's just like sticks and everything just laying around. There's so much atmospheric stuff going on. And this is really going to add to the whole ambience of the pack. Like, look at this guy. Look at him. He's a emo cow. Emo cow. Yep. Now you may be wondering, will this pack be available on CurseForge? Well, as of the time of this video going live currently, and if you're watching in the future, it will definitely be published over on CurseForge. But as of the time of this video going live, it's going to take about a week or so for me to get this pack fully up and ready to publish. So be sure to be on the lookout soon, and I will of course let you know throughout this Let's Play whenever the video and the pack does go live. Now, of course, the pack is going to be called Chosen's Modded Adventure, and that's exactly what it is. We're going to be adventuring through this pack, and I'm pretty excited to do this. There's all kinds of structures and things to loot, of course, tons of damage to be taken, and well, let's go ahead and see what this building has to offer. This is very interesting. Ooh, there's some geodes. Oh no, this is from Apotheosis. So we have an Apotheosis building here. Structure. I'm semi-familiar with this thing. These are all very nice to find, and will definitely help later on as we get into Apotheosis. Let's see what's in here. And there's some... Whoa, wow, hey, no! Well, this is a good start to the video. Well, back to the start we go. This is going to be quite an interesting journey. Over here should be my grave. Oh man, as we make our way over to this, hopefully things go better here in the future. Did it break all of... It broke everything. Oh no, but at least we should be able to maintain our inventory. That would have been a nice little starting amount of iron. Oh, next time I will definitely be on the lookout for all of the things that could go wrong. But there we go. Grabbed my grave, and as you can see, we get most of our items back. However, I did not get the emeralds that I grabbed out of the chest. Maybe it's because I didn't leave the inventory fast enough. Oh boy. Well, so much for this place. I have a feeling death is going to be a pretty common occurrence, especially early on. The fact that we didn't get any wool and we're starting off pretty slow here is going to be a bit of a problem. I did go ahead and make a pick, and I can vein mine some of this to gather up some of the cobblestone here and upgrade my tools a little bit. Hopefully giving myself a sword to be able to at least defend myself. Yep, just like I had mentioned, we've got a zombie we've got to take care of. Oh goodness, good thing I made some tools. Oh boy, we've got a zombie after us, and this one's a fast boy. Oh, will I be able to do it? It's got a backpack on as well. Will you drop the backpack? Oh, now a spider. I have no health for this. Will my skills prevail? Oh, this got so much health. And no regeneration, nope. Oh no, I'm gonna die again, creepers. No. This is just how it is sometimes. And sometimes you have no control. But I think this guy is about to die. This spider is in my way. Oh goodness, we got him. And then we got a creeper. Oh gosh. We got a backpack right from the start though. Oh, if only I could just get enough health just to move about. Oh goodness. There's a drowned. I can't deal with this right now. But we should be able to equip this to our back slot. Oh, and it does have some bread. Oh, thank goodness. It had a little bit of loot in it. Oh, that was a little bit of a lifesaver there. Oh, thankfully I just killed a zombie and it dropped this chainmail helmet, which seems to have a bit more armor than us just taking direct hits for nothing. Oh, we got it. Wow, are we going to farm our iron this way? Very, very cool. Okay. So we did get a little bit of iron and we got one of those shards of balances that I was mentioning. These things are going to be pretty helpful because these are what's going to allow us to be able to craft that exchange item or the equivalent exchange item that I was talking about. Man, axes are so powerful in Minecraft. Look at this. But yes, this right here is used to craft the balance stone, which is what we're going to end up using as a sort of philosopher's stone throughout our playthrough. Pretty cool. And we should be able to automate crafting with it, which is going to be very helpful. A wandering trader showed up at just the right time, but I have a single heart and I don't know if I'm going to survive it through the night. There is a trident boy after me and I am very scared right now. Oh my God, I'm being chased by a drowned with a trident. No, he's going to get me. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh, that's like the worst case scenario. Why? Why is this so bad? Now, to be fair, we do have the old school Ender Zoo mod in here, which does make mobs a little bit tougher. But I think after our first night of dying a couple of times, we should be able to get back up on our feet. The sun is coming up. Let's go ahead and get our things back. I think we're good. I still have everything in my backpack. And wow, this is a golden backpack as well. That was a nice drop. So even though we did die a couple of times, we're still technically pretty well off, especially with this bag we just got. Now I can't even make this up. I just farmed some coal from right here. And look what's in the distance. Oh no, yes, that is ridiculously nice. Let's see if we can't potentially get here. Oh, and it's a skelly spawner. Yes. All right, let's see. Can we get away with chomping through this guy and grab some of this awesome loot? Oh goodness, so we got a warp scroll. That's going to be really nice. And all of this loot here. And yes, there is Ender IO in this pack. So if you notice, this looks very familiar, this loot capacitor. That's because we do have Ender IO. Oh man, this right here is a skelly spawner. That'll be a really nice thing to have potentially later on. If we choose to stay here or not, still figuring that out. Nevertheless, this place is very cool looking. Oh, and this I think is pointing us in the direction of a village. So we should probably take this sign's direction and head in this direction. We should eventually find ourselves a village. That could be a great place to potentially settle down, depending on the type of village. For a moment, I thought this was a village, but it's actually just got, oh, a pot with some veggies in it. Yes. This is from the archaeology mod. Is there anywhere around? Ooh, I do want to get into that. There's some brushes and stuff like that that we can play with. Of course, I'm still maintaining my direction here. Looks like we're going to have to scale up a mountain. Interesting. Oh, look at this little cute bunny. Hello. It glows and everything. You're so adorable. It's a puka. That's apparently its name. I like that. This circle here must be where pukas spawn because, yeah, they're just spawning all over the place. That is adorable. This is just a Halo-esque scene right here. Wow. How gorgeous is that? to just see this off in the distance. Oh my goodness. Oh, so I think I see it right there. Yes, the village. Up ahead, we should be able to just tread a little bit of water, and we'll get there before long. Tell you what, the power of villages are super, super strong. Even in vanilla, it's just like an amazingly strong thing to find. And we now have ourselves a village where we can, well, maybe do some questionable acts. So long as we actually find villagers, that is. This is a very interesting village. I do want to grab as many of the hay bales as I can, as this is incredibly powerful food. And there's usually a bunch of it here in the plains. Oh, it's so nice. Let's see. Are we going to find villagers? And if so, I do hear them. If so, can we grab them? Because there is a mod in here called Easy Villagers. And we should be able to just yank mobs like this and put it in our inventory. And this is going to allow us to capture these guys for use later on. And of course, store them away in our bag. We're definitely going to need this, but this is going to be a great place, I think, to call our early home potentially. Actually, you know what? There's nothing more boring than using a village as your first home. So I think we should probably build a home. Well, first I'm going to loot the entirety of this village and grab as many villagers as I can so I can use them later on. This is going to be very helpful. Sorry, they're going to be wondering where their cleric went. The cleric mysteriously disappeared. I wonder where that cleric had gone. Well, I just yanked him. I just completely ripped him. Let's see. What do we have in here? Oh, yes, iron. This is 100% necessary. So I'm going to grab as much of this as possible. Oh, boy. And all of these loot chests are bound to have quite a bit of material in them. This also may be a hint right here as to a couple of other mods that are in here. One being the rats mod. That's right. It is a very odd mod, but I tell you what, it is really cool, giving us a custom dimension to go to. Ratlantia, I do believe. Oh, there's going to be a lot of fun to be had here. And this is where you find the structures to kind of get started with that, with the garbage piles. Now that is epic. It's just working. There's straight up a windmill in here. And some create items. Very cool. Look at the cog. There's a millstone in here that's being spun by this. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's neat. Now I'm thinking we could potentially make this a nice starting home for ourselves, so long as we, well, get rid of the TNT that lies within. Yeah, and now that we've figured out this guy is trapped. Oof. Yeah, we definitely want to remove all of these things. Oh, man. And we could potentially call this home. Oh, my goodness. And there's diamonds and a ton of enchanted books. You know what? I keep wanting to use a structure as like my home, but honestly, I kind of want to get started on like my own build. So as much as I love this area here, I really want to build my own thing. Oh, wow. This might be just the place to get started, depending on exactly what this structure is. We could totally build like a house nearby or in this. How do I get inside? There's a gate. Okay. Hello, I'm breaking in. Don't mind me. Okay, this is already sort of a little base going on in here. I like this. Very kind of cozy feeling once you kind of clean it up. And then we could totally build from this. It's already outlined and everything. Okay. I could work with this. I love taking things that are sort of destroyed and reimagining them and making them look nicer. And look, it's abandoned apparently. Hello, friend. And what are you selling? All kinds of stuff. And you're already an apprentice? Interesting. Very cool. I think we can totally do something with it. Let's do this. You know, tearing down that tower, I did encounter some interesting things, such as silverfish. Yeah, I ended up getting a head from that. Pretty darn cool. You can put it on your head, and it looks so goofy and cursed at that. Now I got the majority of this cleaned up, got some building materials. Now I need to go scavenge for some wood. It's not normal types of wood. I really want something a little bit different, not your normal oak or spruce. And I think there is a forest nearby that might have all of that. And since we're going to be getting into Ars Nouveau, it only makes sense that I harvest some of these logs. Look at this biome over here. This is a biome from the Ars Nouveau and is really cool. Hopefully we find also some source berries. But the main thing I want are these logs. And what we should be able to do is get the planks from them. They're pretty darn cool, like the way the planks work on this. I think they now have like more of a purplish tint to them, if I do remember correctly. They used to have a very gray tint, but now they are very much on this purple side of the gray. Ooh, and I also want to grab some of these maple logs because I think these might also go very good with this. So I'm thinking this is going to look pretty good with these logs stripped. And then adding this into the bunch, so sort of connecting all of these together. And we can definitely utilize the wand, but yeah, this getting all these planks set in, I think is going to fit in very, very well. This being like sort of a central platform or central area of this, what is going to be eventually a base. I'm just minding my own business, setting up a bedroom, and this bro walks in with a dead rat literally in his hands. I don't even know what to say to you. And a leech. Oh, goodness. And also a golden rat skull. Like, all of those are pretty cool. But, dude, you need to go. You need to go. Like, I can't have you just, like, strolling on in to my living room and just, like, serving me dead rats. I can't deal with that right now. Now, to upgrade my storage, these crates from Balance Crates look fantastic for this. So, if I go ahead and place a couple of them, just sort of around, they don't have to be in any like particular place. Oh, these things are pretty darn cool. They're sort of like a substitute to like regular barrels, but when you open them up, they have a ton of storage in here. And so this is gonna be pretty decent. Almost like 2 double chests inside of 1 crate. That's pretty darn cool. And the lid sort of opens and you can go ahead and close or open the lid depending on yeah, how you're using this. Now, I want to get back out on this adventure after setting up our little base here, but I'm kind of looking for some books because I want to set up my Ars Nouveau spell book, this thing right here. And it's very basic, just requires some iron tools and a book. But I'm looking through all of these and I'm like, oh man, everything is all over the place. I don't know where it's at. So if I hit Y while hovering over the book in JEI, it shows me which container it's in and even highlights it for me. So as you can see right here, a book is just so easy to find. Like all of these items are super easy to find. Now, I'm going to need to make an iron tool, and these were just found. All this iron was found just from exploring. So that is pretty darn cool. And I want to do some more exploring. So we need to get all of our basic tools set up like so. And then I can simply craft myself my first spell book. Now, after crafting this up, this thing is very, very powerful just on its own. All you have to do is open up the GUI. Of course, you can set a keybind, but I'm going to go ahead and set this to touch and break and name it break. And it should give us a infinite tool, basically, that just, of course, relies on our mana regenerating. And I should be able to just break just about anything, including wood and like anything. It's so versatile. But it could also be used to damage mobs as well and light sources and give us night vision. It's quite a powerful little book. Now, this pack is going to be heavily focused on the Ars Nouveau side of things and also diving into Create with all of these add-ons that I have in this pack. Now, of course, there are other tech mods and many other things in this pack that we're definitely going to play around with and hopefully incorporate into all of the great stuff. But I want to kind of move into sort of that direction in this pack. But of course, first I want to do some exploring. So I do want to head off, but yeah, Create and Ars have become some of my favorite mods of all time. It's been really great playing with these mods and learning throughout all of these mod packs. And I really just want to take a sort of step back from the whole, just sort of really rushing the progression sort of thing and just step back and go, what can I do with these mods to be fun and then make these enjoyable? I really want to immerse myself in what all these mods can do. So that's definitely going to be a fun thing to do. Now, I do need a little bit of leather because there's some things that we can actually make to help our journey be a little bit nicer. And so I'm going to take a couple of cows here because I need a little bit of leather. And hopefully we can make ourselves a glider. Now with just a couple of pieces of stick, we should be able to make ourselves a glider. This is one glider wing along with another. And then we make ourselves the framework and we can combine these two things together to get a hang glider. And this is going to be pretty awesome because we can use this to venture even further out and make our way back. Now, speaking of making our way back, we should be able to use this warp scroll that we found in order to get back. So I do want to do a lot of adventuring before we head back to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my location with this warp scroll, and we should be able to keep it in our backpack and just hope that we don't die. We should be able to find a bunch of things though along our journey. Now, of course, one more thing before I head out, crafting table and a stick is a must, and this needs to go inside of our slot. Now we should be able to put this in a crafting table in the 6 slot, just like so, and set a hotkey for it so we can actually open up a crafting table. And I set mine to Control E, and it's really nice. We can now just simply craft directly from our inventory. No need to place down a table over and over again. You just gotta love the quality of life. Now that's gonna be really useful since when we go out exploring, I need to find some sheep and all kinds of stuff like that, and make myself a sleeping bag. That way we don't remove our spawn point here, because it would be really awful if I have to travel all the way back here because we lost our spawn point. So yeah, especially if we die, which as you can see might happen because mobs are a little bit stronger in this pack. Right off into the ocean, and look at this. I've got to be careful because the drown can be very, very dangerous. Oh goodness, wild and spikes, just like that. Yes, and obsidian, even though we don't have the ability just yet to be able to mine it. Man, getting wild and spikes is actually pretty awesome. It's going to mean the loot is going to be very nice. Hopefully we find more things that'll help us get started into the Ars Nouveau mod. Oh, one thing I also want to grab while I'm here is just a couple of things of kelp. This is going to be super important getting into the Ars mod, or getting into Create mod, not Ars mod. Because yeah, Create uses a ton of this for belts. Oh, this is really powerful. I went ahead and created a touch hurt or touch harm, and I'm just basically two-tapping these guys. Very, very simple. Oh man, our mana is so slow to regen though. It'll be really nice when we have a much higher mana regen rate. Oh, perfect. With 3 wool, I can now make myself a sleeping bag, and that's going to make my life so much better. By the way, this hang glider is very odd. It like tilts your screen, so you're not like stuck to one axis. It's very interesting how it like sort of allows you to bob and weave, but it's not like too much, so it's overbearing. It's actually quite nice. Oh, and look at this nice little bridge. Very nice. However, I can't make it. This is not all the way completed. I feel like every one of these towers they definitely need to check out because they have the potential of having diamonds in them. And boy, oh boy, do we need diamonds. And a quick boop. And that should help prevent... Oh, we got emeralds and iron. I'll take that though. And also a saddle. Can't go without some of this stuff either. Wow, this biome is actually kind of ridiculously pretty. I don't know what it is about this. Mongolia log. Oh, that is beautiful looking. The one thing this glider is super useful for. Let's go. Oh, will we make it to the island? Will we make it? I hope. Oh, and we did. Oh, goodness. Hey, look, there's a little starbuncle. I don't have any gold for you, but you're adorable. A pirate's life for me. Oh, look at there. I have found land. Hopefully we can find some more structures. Ooh, there's a village, I think. You know, I still don't know what's more powerful about a village. Is it the villagers themselves? Ooh, these pots are really pretty. Ooh, actually, can I take those? Oh, those are hanging pots. Those are so cool. This whole building's so cool. What? This is from the Beautify mod. Oh, these are awesome. Oh, cool. You can put like roses on the lattice. Oh, and you get all kinds of cool goodies. I will take that. Oh, and a botanist workbench. I need an axe. I don't have an axe on me. I guess honestly, that's where this would come into play. I can just use that to break it as an axe. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what's more powerful. The fact that villagers have amazing trades, or that most of these villages just have an infinite supply of food. That's just, I mean, I don't know. That's a really tough one. Oh my gosh. And there's a spawner. Oh, but this is not a normal spawner though. Ooh, what are you? This is Pansed the Cracked. He's straight up cracked. He's an apotheosis boss, is what it seems like. But we should be able to get him down. Maybe he'll drop some really good gear. Like, I don't know, that hat? I want that hat you're wearing. Oh, don't hit me. I guarantee that like getting hit from this guy would just be asking to get wrecked. Oh, did I get the hat? Oh, I did. A rare drop for husks or skeletons in jungles. This is from the rats mod though. Wait, this is actually a pretty rare item. Or at least I had remembered it being a pretty rare item. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Can I hurry up and go in here and loot? Okay, we're going to grab as much as we can before something else spawns. Apparently it's a husk spawner, right? Oh no, the spawner's gone. Ooh, but we got source gems. Oh, and we got a backpack from that. Does this have loot in it? No, it's just a regular backpack. Man, we got really lucky on our first backpack, it dropping just straight up a gold backpack. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite things from Ars, the Drigme. Oh man, he's such a cute little fella. It can be dyed different colors, but also farms drops off of mobs. Like regardless of the mob, it will farm the drops. It's so good. We just got a hoe with Silk Touch out of another one of these beautify villages. Oh, that's so good. Oh yes, the ultimate village building. These are trash cans, and inside are mobs that are trapped in here. This is from the rats mod, and yes, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Rats plastic, but if you're not careful, you'll miss something very, very important that is actually in here. I'm going to take as much of this actually as I can. Up top, there should be even more hidden stuff inside of the roof. So let's actually explore up there a little bit. And I think we can get up there just by simply breaking the roof. Yes, I remember this. And yes, there's loot up here, as you can see. And there's a rat upgrade block. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. And a couple of chests that have a bunch of rat related ingredients. And the rats mod, don't let it like slide. This thing is an incredibly powerful mod. So yeah, look at the rat wheel. All kinds of rat goodies. We're gonna have to get a whole area dedicated to rat stuff. Cause yeah, this is a block of blue cheese. Did you know blue cheese is one of my favorite toppings? Yeah, one of my favorite toppings. Ooh, can I pick that up? Oh yes, this is iron. That's right, it's iron level. Yeah, it's one of my favorite toppings for things like buffalo wings. It might be a weird fact about me that you didn't know. It's, yeah. Flying off into the sunset. Ah, beautiful. Now, this might be mighty sneaky of me, but I should be able to use this underwater and be able to break blocks. And this is kind of a cool looking ship. This seems quite larger than a normal ship. Ooh. Ah, yes. Okay. Wow. We just got the Ender Sword from Ender.io. Oh my goodness, which is probably the biggest tech mod. One of the biggest tech mods that are in here. It's going to be really fun to dive into Ender.io, as it has been so long since I've played with that mod. Ooh, looks right here. Yes, even more. We got Ender Pearls. Oh, I'm taking, I've got to get a breath. I've got to get a breath. And then we can head back down. This is such good loot. Okay. I've got to get this. We got to get this. This is so helpful. Oh, and a diamond. Okay. And we got 2 Ender Swords, and I wonder, they don't come with anything on them. Okay. That should be it. I don't think we got a treasure map or anything. Oh, we did get a buried treasure map. Oh, and these things are so powerful. Isn't it sad the boat we get to get in after just like looting that giant ship that we could have rode in? Oh man, the civilization must have been thriving like before we step foot into this world. Oh, I wonder what kind of loot this is going to have in it. Is it going to be like your standard loot? Apparently it is right about here. And of course, using our F3 menu magic, this is of course the best way to find this. We need to find our chunk bounds and then line this up with 9, 9. on the chunk bounds. So it should be theoretically right here. And it is. Look at that. Oh, yes, we got some dark steel from Ender.io and a bunch of iron. Man, what a way to jumpstart. And we also got some smithing templates, some trims, which are pretty nice as well. Oh, man, actually, I'd have to say this thus far has been a pretty good adventure, and I think it might be worth heading back. So in order to head back, all we have to do is simply pull out our warp scroll. And of course, we'll be able to make these later on. And all we have to do is simply right click and we get teleported immediately back to our base. That is pretty darn cool. Of course, with all of our gear intact. So of course, guys, with that, we're going to have to wrap up today's episode. Now, my goodness, was today jam-packed with all kinds of craziness. And my goal with this series is hopefully to be able to extend and build every episode. I want to build something every episode. And that is hopefully going to be my goal with this series. And of course, incorporate all of the modded stuff along with that. That is going to be one of the things that I definitely want to do. So if you haven't already, might as well think about clicking that subscribe button, as we're getting very close to 600,000 subscribers. And of course, I can't do it without you guys. And also give this video a huge thumbs up. And well, without further ado, it's time to do the thing that I always love to do, and that is to thank my amazing supporters over on Discord. The Discord premium members, those who decide to support me in a financial way, I love to say thank you at the end of the series or at the end of the video. And by doing that, I like to put a sign or use a computer craft program or really whatever I decide to come up with. In this case, we're going to be putting a sign on the wall. And that amazing thank you is going to go out to Kooks. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over in the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member and supporting in one of the best ways possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, you guys are absolutely the best. And I hope to see you in the next episode where we're going to be going underground. So I hope to see you then. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Bye.